Alright, YouTubers, welcome back. I just finished changing the coils, CoilPacks and the spark plugs on a 2001 996 C2 Porsche Carrera, and I just want to share some of the tips that I found very useful, and hopefully you'll find these useful as well. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go over the thing. There are videos out there on how to do it. There are lots of videos out there. There's a recent one out there put up by the director of Porsche Club of America. Great video. He went into there. I'm just going to show you tips that I found helpful after watching videos, and I just want to share those with you guys. So here they are. So what you're going to need, safety glasses, probably the first thing that you want to use. What I found was I had a spark plug, just a regular old Craftsman spark plug with the swivel on it, so I was able to get in to the tubes to take the spark plugs out. What I had in here, a couple different things. You're going to need a 5mm. I had one of these, and that was to loosen the bolts that were on the coil packs. Once you loosen the bolts, you need a 10mm first to take the covers. That there's a coil, I call cover, or valve cover, and what that was, you 10mm will take those bolts off. Once you have those bolts off, then you can see your coil packs. You have 1, 2, 3 on your driver's side, and then you have 4, 5, 6 on the passenger side. What I will tell you is that 1 and 3 on driver's side are easy. Number 2 is a little tricky, and that's what I found was how I did it was once you take the coil pack off, you then have to get take the spark plug out. So on 1 and 3, this worked great. You could just slide this right in, and you could unscrew your spark plug, take it right out, and not a big deal. And what's nice about these is they have, we'll cut and we'll go and I'll show you another thing, but the spark plug sticks in it, so when you pull it out, the spark plug comes out with it, which is nice. On cylinder 2, which is very, very difficult because of the bracket for the exhaust, what I found was if I could slide this little, at first you put this into the hole where the spark plug is, and then you put this in, you can push it on, get it onto the field so that it's onto the spark plug, and then you add another little 3-inch extension, and then you can use your ratchet. Once you put your ratchet on, you could then take it right out. It came right out. And the nice thing about it was that the spark plug stayed right into the spark plug socket, and we'll get a picture of that. But again, what I found was on cylinder 2, having these little 2 3-inch extensions and having a separate one work great. Once you put the new coil packs in, you're going to have longer bolts. Those bolts are E10, so it's like a reverse Torx, and you're going to need a special socket for those, or E10s. I picked them up at AutoZone. They had them. What I found is I got 2 sets. I got one and 3/8, and that worked for the ones. But again, on cylinder 2, and I want to say, I'll double check it. I think it's cylinder 6. Having this 1/4-inch little swivel here, and then this is another E10, enables you to get in past the exhaust bracket, and then you can tighten and you can loosen. You can loosen the old T5, or you can tighten the new E10 bolts that are on there. So this was very, very helpful as well, especially on the difficult cylinder. 4 of the 6 are easy. 2 of the 6 are challenging, and you got to get those. And to get the coil pack, you have to bend it a little bit. Like the tube is flexible. I'll show you that. Okay. I would also recommend you have a mirror. Once you have that mirror, you can take a peek and you can look into your holes of the spark plug wells. Never hurts to take a look at that. Make sure there's nothing in there. Make sure that the tubes aren't leaking. That's another one. Make sure the tubes aren't leaking. and there's no oil in there. Fortunately, I didn't have any of that, so that was very, very helpful. So here's a coil pack. As you can see, this thing was long overdue to be replaced, and that's what you'll see. They start to split. I fortunately didn't have any check engine light codes, but preventative maintenance, being that we're in the lockdown with our quarantine, I had the opportunity to replace the coil packs, and that's what I did. So that's one. That's an example of a bad coil pack. Here's a spark plug that we came in. What I wanted to talk to you about before was having a spark plug. This is a 3/8 spark plug wrench, 3/8 drive. And again, this is just a cheap Craftsman, but it did the job. It's 5/8. This is a 5/8 socket for 3/8, 5/8 spark plug. And these fit the Porsche ones. These are Bosch, or use Baru. I replaced it with the Baru spark plugs, but that was part of the kit. And on cylinders 2 and 4, those are going to be your problem cylinders that you have. And what I recommend is you have this spark plug socket slides on, so that way it doesn't come off. And then when you slide that into the spark plug tube, and then you slide your little 3-inch extension, and then you slide the other 3-inch extension, and then you use your ratchet, and you'll be able to take it right out. And then as it comes out, you pop out your 3-inch. You literally just pull your spark plug out on cylinders 2 and 4. These are the ones that helped me a lot. The other ones, 1, 3, 5, and 6. You can use this one. Again, this is just the same thing. It's a cheap Craftsman, but the nice part about it is the spark plug won't fall out, holds it in there. Another tip that I recommend is that when you start your threading, do it counterclockwise, so you find that you're in, and then you do counterclockwise a couple turns, and then turn it clockwise, it screws right in, and that way you don't have to worry about cross threading. So hopefully these tips help you, and look forward to leave your comments. If you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up. Always looking for subscribers. Please subscribe to the Backroads channel, and look forward to seeing you out on the road.